Hi, this is Olakunle Shure. On the 7th of November, I will be live in the city of Abuja. I'm doing so many things around that period, but most importantly, I'll be hosting a dinner at the Transcorp Hilton Hotel. It's going to be a night of change, of transformation. I know that there's a big plan for fun, leisure, and entertainment, but on the back of that, there'll be instructions for balance and progress. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the scientific movement from self-branding to going global. See, having invested thousands of dollars studying organizational behavior, brand equity, and emergence at the global level for years, I can tell you some basic things for sure. By principle, the strength of a material is in its global appeal, its universal weight, its international appearance. It means my wristwatch must be a wristwatch in every country, regardless of the environment or what is going on there. It must be a wristwatch in Nigeria, in Sudan, in Iraq, in Syria, in Switzerland where there's incredible peace, or Sweden. Anywhere, it must pass the test of universality. It's the way entities are named and fabrics are recognized. Whether you like it or not, you can't be tall in Jos last night and be short in Lagos because you travel south the next day. You really can't be fat in Brazil last night and be skinny in Lagos because you crossed the border. Once you are tall, you are tall. Once you are short, you are short. You are passing the test of universality. If you are a millionaire, you can't be a millionaire in Naira and be a thousandaire in pounds. Something is wrong. Once you are a millionaire, you must be a millionaire in every currency. It means you are passing the test of universality. And you have so many people who are failing that test of universality, but passing the test of locality by the smallness of the thinking in their environment. So people are now special, not because they are special by global standards, but essentially because of the deposit of ignorance in their locale that placed a kind of crown on their head, fitted smartly in the head of a one-eyed king in the land of the blind. We cannot continue to define value by the smallness of thinking in our environment. So a 21-year-old in Nigeria must consider what 21-year-olds are doing in Silicon Valley, in Bombay, in Mombasa, in Joburg, and everywhere is the test of universality. And what I'm doing at the dinner is encouraging organizations to begin to accept responsibility to function globally, to pass that test of universality and be globally relevant. It's going to impact on GDP directly and per capita income. It's going to impact on per capita GNI figures across the continent, create jobs and make power happen, and put the continent of Africa and the nations inside it to be taken seriously in the Committee of Nations. It can work, and the only way we can begin to do that is to begin to push our concerns in such a way that we can get that global attention. What's Japan without Toyota, Honda, Mitsubishi, Panasonic? We can go on and on. What's South Korea without Samsung, Hyundai, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, Germany, BMW, Germany, Opel, Germany, Renault, Peugeot, France, America? You can sing a song with it, from Yahoo to Google to Coca-Cola to Pepsi to GM to Ford. You can go on and on. India has got brand now making it happen. The idea is we need some kind of value from Nigeria, attracting purchasing power from all over the world, all right? And coming home to headquarters in Lagos or Abuja or somewhere in Ondo is works. The way we must think is to begin to communicate that kind of power and that kind of value. And it doesn't mean running around the world. It doesn't mean setting up offices in every capital in the world. You can even be on one spot and communicate the kind of value that can compel people of diverse cultures, the Americans, the Japanese, the Asians, the guys in the Middle East, the guys in North America, the Europeans, and everybody investing in the quality that we have. Opening shop in London, or for a bank, for example, and opening a London office or an office in France, for example, does not in any way mean we are global, as long as it is Nigerians in the diaspora that are still transacting or doing business with that entity. It means we have opened a local kiosk. We are now providing comfort and therapy for our people extended in the diaspora to be able to find a connection back home. That's not what going global is. So it's not about appearing in other countries. It's about creating an effect and communicating a power that can compel people and institutions of diverse cultures to send their purchasing power in our direction in a way that communicates serious value for GDP and per capita income back home. It can work. So what I'm doing at the Transcorp Hilton dinner on November 7th is gathering 50 people that have a global commitment to make something happen at the highest level. So I'm going to begin to invest guidance and support with those people beginning from November 7th and see how we can use time-tested principles to find direction and navigate those murky waters. It can work. And part of what I've done is to invest myself as a knowledge professional to go out of my way for over 6 years studying how to navigate across cultures and studying how organizations have continued to move and how the movements of the next 2 decades must be. Going global is not a substitute in the 21st century. It's a necessity. It's what we have to do. It's the only way we can be taken seriously globally. It can happen for those in the arts, in the sciences, in business, wherever you are. It is not enough to play locally. It is only enough to pass the test of universality. The most important things in the world, the things we value and respect the most, the things getting the highest attention, have passed that test. Check it out, you find it like that. See you in that room that day, and let the journey begin from there.